guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. All right, so today we've done some Duggar tea. We did some polygamy tea from TikTok, and now we're gonna go straight to sister wives. But if you missed my video about the Blackmore family, you should definitely check them out if you enjoy the stuff about the sister wives. This is a family that has a lot of stuff going on, and we'll likely be adding some of this to the channel. All right, so last week we talked about how Kody Brown had transferred the deed of the house, basically granted Christine Brown for $10 the ownership of their home that they own in Flagstaff. Kody has a primary residence that he shares with his wife, Robyn, who happens to be his legal wife. Christine has never been a legal wife, but is the mother of 6 of Kody's children. So there was some speculation that perhaps Kody and Christine were on the outs. Dean was getting flirty with Kody on her Instagram and was making rolls on Facebook in her Facebook LuLaRoe group. So Christine hasn't really talked at all about Kody in months, like months. In April was the last time she even showed a photo of him on her Instagram. Kody literally never spends any time on Instagram or on Twitter. He is literally the kind of guy that shows up for when the show is on the air, does his, required social media promotions, and then dips out until the next season starts. Robyn also does not spend a lot of time on social media, so we get our sister wives fixes through Christine, Janelle, Mary, and the kids. Christine has been probably the most active. She has spent a lot of her time raising money for her daughter's procedure, and recently there was some suggestion or speculation from fans that maybe she and Kody had called it quits. Now, a lot of you after that video had said to me, there is absolutely no way Kody and Christine would be over because she is by far probably his easiest relationship. Now, I'm not sure that I agree with that, but I do think you are right that they probably have not called it quits because Christine was then flirting with him on her Instagram, and this is what she had to say. So on Instagram, she was talking about how she's making rolls for Thanksgiving, and she said, "It's time for Thanksgiving rolls. I'm making them on live in my Facebook LuLaRoe group. You're more than welcome to watch. Just follow this link." And then it shows people how to join her group. And then she then shared photos of the aftermath of making these buns, these rolls, which by the way looked phenomenal. And she said, "Seriously, Kody Brown, eat the whole roll, not just the top. Are you 10? And then Janelle Brown actually responded and did say, "But the tops of your rolls are the best. They are so buttery." So Kody did not respond on that. She did tag him. He did not respond. But I think this might have been a way for Christine to kind of quash those rumors that there is not a split on the horizon. So why then would he deed the house over to Christine? I had the opportunity to reach out to someone from this world, not connected to the Browns, to understand what would be going on in a polygamous family. Why would they transfer deeds like this? And someone that I spoke to suggested that perhaps there is some legal ways of minimizing his financial responsibilities, or there could be the potential of concern that he might legally have 2 residences because the state of Arizona, it's obviously not legal to have multiple households with multiple wives. You can't be married to multiple people. I mean, it's not legal. So there was maybe a fear that there could be authorities breathing down their neck, although I'm not sure. Again, that was speculation from someone that is a former polygamist. They said transferring properties in and out of hands doesn't always mean it's a big deal. It could just be normal polygamy wranglings and moving around of money. Who knows? Now, others of you had thought maybe he is going to file for bankruptcy, and I have no idea about that. We know that the family has been scrambling for money. We know that Christine had to work her booty off, that she was coming up with this massive down payment for her daughter to have a procedure for her back. We know that Kody and his son Peyton were sued in Las Vegas, and they actually lost and were ordered to pay like around $30,000 for a car accident that Peyton got into back when they were living in Nevada. So there could be some money hiccups. There could be him trying to get rid of some property. It could be him trying to protect his assets. There could be bankruptcy, but again, I don't know. A lot of people were then like, how are they not millionaires by the fact that they've been on the show forever? Well, here's the thing. They don't actually make as much on the show as you would expect. So a few years ago, there was some articles going around and some rumors going around that TLC was like on the verge of canceling the show. And there was some rumblings that Kody actually took a massive pay cut in order to keep the show on the air. So it was speculated that at one point the family was making around $180,000 per season per person that was on the show, so per adult, right? And in order to stay on the show, there was speculation that Kody basically took that by a fifth. So he said, okay, don't pay us $180,000 per person. Instead, just give us a flat $180 for the whole 5 of us. Which, when you have 5 adults on $180, do the math. It's not a lot. So they also haven't used a lot of their platform you don't see a lot of paid content with the Sister Wives, and that's likely because of their attachments to polygamy. Like, think of it this way. What brands want people that are actively practicing something that is illegal to promote their company? You just don't see it. Outside of the MLM stuff, this family doesn't show sponsored posts. They don't show the teas. They don't support, they don't do anything. Like, not even the flat tummy tea stuff wants anything to do with them. You know what I mean? Like, they don't do the hair things, the brushes, all those things that the teen moms do or whatever reality show stars do. They're not getting those types of promotions. So instead, they're putting all of their time, their energy, and their effort into these MLMs that typically end up failing, and then they just move from one MLM to the next. So we know that they're likely not millionaires at this point, although they still have a lot of property, but they also have a lot of debt. So what's the actual story? Like, why is he handing over this property? Well, it sounds like it's not because they're getting split. So I would temper the bankruptcy issue. I would say it's probably more something to do with legal issues, or perhaps to do with moving things around from a financial standpoint. Perhaps they need to get property. Perhaps they're getting ready to build on Coyote Pass. Who knows? We knew that the family was having some financial issues. He's talked about it openly. He constantly talks about it on the show. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised about this. But I was surprised that he got rid of his name on the home. That part of it did sort of shock me. So what do you think is going on with Kody and Christine? Is she flirting with him for damage control, or is this real? Like, are they really totally fine and the property stuff was just some more polygamists being polygamists? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.